Geologists believe that they have found a new sunken continent in the Arctic, bigger than Australia. It's discovered under Iceland, and they're naming it Icelandia. The hidden continent under Iceland could stretch from Greenland all the way to England. An international team of geologists believes Icelandia covers an area of around 600,000 square kilometers, but when adjoining areas of Britain are included in a greater Icelandia, the entire area could be a region of 1 million square kilometers in size, an area that is bigger than Australia. Scientists say the subaquatic land, it's underwater of course, could stretch from Greenland all the way to Europe. And if proven, it means that the giant supercontinent of Pangaea, which included all of Earth's landmass and is thought to have broken up over 50 million years ago, has in fact not fully broken up yet. Now we know that Iceland has a mantle plume. It's a volcanic island. It's in the Atlantic Trench, the Atlantic Ridge. The discovery also challenges long-held scientific ideas around the extent of oceanic and continental crust in the North Atlantic and how volcanic islands like Iceland formed. The presence of continental rather than oceanic crust could also spark discussion about a new source of minerals and hydrocarbons, both of which are contained in continental crust. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. We know that North Sea oil is available there off Britain, and you can even see some kind of plumes just at the 11 o'clock position above Scotland. So this is a volcanic area, as we can see. Now, Professor Gillian Folger, Emeritus Professor of Geophysics, Department of Earth Sciences, Durham University, said, and he was the lead of the study, says, until now, Iceland has puzzled geologists as existing theories that it's built of and surrounded by oceanic crust are not supported by multiple geologic data. For example, the crust under Iceland is over 40 kilometers thick, 7 times thicker than normal oceanic crust, so this simply could not be explained. But when we considered the possibility that this thick crust is continental, our data suddenly all made sense, he said. This led us immediately to realize that the continental region was much bigger than Iceland itself. There's a hidden continent right there under the sea. The team is now working with collaborators from across the globe on work to test their theory, which will begin once COVID restrictions allow, of course. The work could involve electrical conductivity surveys, the collection of zircon crystals in Iceland and elsewhere, and other tests such as seismic profiling and drilling would need millions of pounds to fund, millions of dollars that is, to pay for the expenses, but such is the importance of the work that funding may well be available. Professor Folger said, there is a fantastic work to be done to prove the existence of Icelandia. It also opens up a completely new view of our geologic understanding of the world. Something similar could be happening in many more places. We could eventually see maps of our oceans and seas being redrawn as our understanding of what lies underneath changes. Professor Steinberg, director of IBRU, Durham University Center for Borders Research, says countries around the world are spending enormous resources conducting subsea geologic research in order to identify their continental shelves and claim exclusive mineral rights there. You see what we mean? The offshore drilling areas where oil and gas is to be found. Research like Professor Folger's, which forces us to rethink the relationship between seabed and continental geology, can have far-reaching impact for countries trying to determine what area of the seabed are their exclusive preserve and what areas are to be governed by the International Seabed Authority as the common heritage of mankind. So what is the seabed of England then, and what is the seabed of Iceland? That's another question. So this is on Express UK by Leah Stanfield. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.